with us is one of the finest artists of Indian film industry, R. Madhavan. And he is here with us because a beautiful movie, I'm told that is based on true events, Rocketry, the Nambi Effect is coming on. Madhavan, welcome to the studio today.
Thank you, Jay. How are you doing?
I'm very well. And how are you? How are you? What are your expectations with this beautiful movie?
Thank you for calling it a beautiful movie before the release, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I have seen the trailers. I can tell you, I was mesmerized by seeing them.
Well, if the trailers have done that to you, then let me tell you that the impact of Dr. Nambi Narayan's life, on whom this film is based, one of the foremost rocket scientists of India, will actually shake you. Because, people like Nambi Narayanan, who are intellectual assets of any country, should never have to face what they did in his lifetime in our country, in India, unfortunately. But having said that, let me tell you how this film came about. Somebody told me that there's a fantastic story happening in Kerala where a good-looking rocket scientist from ISRO had an affair with a Maldivian woman. And because of that affair, secrets of rocketry, Indian ISRO rocket science, rocketry secrets were given off to Pakistan. This man was arrested. He was tortured, almost killed in jail. But with the help of the CBI, he got out and he proved that he was innocent and that he had no affair. He's never met this woman before. But the thing is, the rocketry program in India, the ISRO's rocketry program was pushed back by 20 years because of this arrest. So I said, hey, it's a great story. Let me go do this film. It looked like a poor man's James Bond film to do, good-looking ISRO scientist, good-looking Maldivian women. So I thought I'm going to have fun doing a full film like this. But when I went and met Dr. Nambi Narayanan, I felt like I've been hit by a sledgehammer, because just looking at him, looking at the aura, I knew that I was missing something. Not just me, the whole country was missing something. This man could not just be about a small case, but he was only talking to me about the case as well. He was upset, he was angry, he was angsty. He had tears in his eyes. He says, how can somebody call me a traitor? How can they say that I was involved in espionage? Do you know what I have done? And, how can this is such a shallow case? He kept talking about the case. And I got carried away with it. And I kept telling Dr. Nambi Narayanan, sir, you've already been proved innocent. You've been vindicated. But he said, who said that is okay? Go to Google right now and put Nambi Narayanan and say ISRO spy case is what you see. My whole life, my whole family, we're all known for a spy case. I'm not a spy. And I realized why he was angry. So it took me 7 months to write the script, Jay. And when
you wrote it yourself?
Yes, I did. Because I couldn't explain that case to anybody else. But this is just the beginning of the shock. What I've told you is not even the beginning. It's only when I came back after the script that Dr. Nambi Narayanan looked at me and said, you've written this very well, but this part is not true, because during this time I was in Princeton, New Jersey, studying instability theorem under Krockow. When I heard Krockow, I got shocked. I said, are you talking about Professor Luigi Crocco? He said, yeah. I said, how do you know this man who's considered to be the foremost scientist at NASA and the father of the bloody, all the missions and the moon missions? How do you know him? He said, know him? I did my thesis under him. I studied Croccow's theorem. I am one who understands Croccow's theorem. I was blown. And then he started talking about his life. Till now, he's only been talking about the case. He started talking about his life, about what he achieved in Princeton, about how he got his thesis in 10 months, to France, where he took 52 scientists to learn how the liquid engine is made, to Scotland, to going to USSR while the country was breaking down and smuggling engines cryogenic engines from there to India, which was promised to us as not being delivered because it's being obstructed by other countries. It was an incredible story where I'm telling you, James Bond looks like a kid in front of what the Indian rocket scientists have managed to achieve in this film. And I mean it. I'm not laying it thick on you. I'm saying what Dr. Nambi Narayanan and his scientists have managed to do in terms of just building an engine or smuggling it from other places or fighting for it or negotiating for it really makes Mr. James Bond feel like a child.
Oh my God.
That is why I was blown. And here's the most important part. I said, Dr. Nambi Narayanan, why didn't you not tell me this before? I mean, it took 7 months to write a script on your case. Why would you not tell me this before? And he said, what is there to say? They paid me a salary. I did my job.
Oh my God.
I realize it's these scientists, who put their lives online every day. Their lives are online, let me tell you. Be it the experiments, be it the safety norms, be it the fact that other countries want to eliminate them because they don't want us to supersede them. All these scientists are actually living in constant fear of death. Despite that, they know that they will never be sung, they will never be appreciated. They yet do their jobs, sacrificing their family life. And, I don't think that we can do anything else but pay homage to somebody like this by making a movie. I think I've just done the bare minimum by making a movie on Dr. Nambi Narayanan.
Madhavan, when you were ready with the script, did you go to big producers to get it financed or something? What did they say to you?
So I went to, when I had the script and I had written the final script of Dr. Nambi Narayanan's life, in which the case is only for 7 minutes. I went to producers and the first question, they said, who's the heroine? And I said, I don't have a heroine. They said, okay, how many fights and songs? I said, no fights and songs. Then they said, no producer. I said, fine. So I finally put my money where my mouth is. I produced the film myself, put in my money. I was also very lucky to find Vijay Mulan and Varghese Mulan, who were also funded this film. They did it because they trust me, but they're also huge fans of Dr. Nambi Narayanan and the 27th Entertainment people. And finally, they did it because they cared more about Dr. Nambi Narayanan than I did, I think. And that's how the film got funded and made. And during the COVID era, it is so easy for everybody to buckle because it's so easy to want to sell it off to OTT and move on. But we didn't want to do that because we felt this film belonged to the large screen. And so we waited. And 1st of July, this year will let us know if that was the right decision.
Really waiting for it. Another thing I want to ask you, the graphics are really different. Did you get them in India or somewhere else? Because they are competing with, if I can call Hollywood and Bollywood, they are probably better than I have seen in Hollywood movies even.
I am so glad you noticed that and you said this. You're the first interviewer to have done that. Yes, the graphics were actually made in India. And let me tell you, when we see films like Interstellar and Apollo 13 and, Steve, we keep thinking that all these greatness can only be possible in America and only Americans can save the world and we can do that kind of stuff. Fortunately, we have such great scientists and technicians even in India. I mean, look at the Fortune 500 companies. The top CEOs are Indians. Look at, the engineers around the world. The top one of them are Indians. Look at the new technology in metaverse and Web 3.0. The top guys there are 25-year and 26-year-old Indians who are 15.2 billion in terms of net worth. These are all extraordinary Indians around the world who are actually spearheading technology, medical beat, space beat, engineering, and in graphics. Most of the films that you're seeing around the world, half the graphics is done in India, in Bangalore and Bombay. In fact, this is done by Assemblage, which has done some of the top Hollywood films in India, and we don't even know about it. Like Dr. Nambi Narayanan, many such companies that are actually spearheading technology around the world are based in India. And so, yes, you're absolutely right. The VFX has been done by a company in Bombay, and I'm very, very proud of it.
Wow. And I must tell you, while I was preparing for interview, we talked to a lot of youngsters here, and they were saying, oh, you are talking to Madhavan from 3 Idiots. So will this movie be able to turn that around and Madhavan from Rocketry kind of thing will come out?
Jay, I have seen the reactions to this film, be it Cannes or be it to the US and other places that I've shown. I'm going to give you a mixed message. All I will tell you is that after this film, most people will not talk about me. Or not. I don't think anybody will talk about me. I think I will be forgotten pretty much.
Wow. And they'll be talking about Nambi Narayanan.
I think so.
That's a huge message you're giving. So in what languages movie is there to watch?
So let me tell you a uniqueness of this project. There are many firsts that Rocketry has managed to attempt and actually achieve. The first is that we actually shot this film, did not dub it, but shoot it in English. Then we shot it in Hindi, and then we shot it in Tamil. Yes. So the English and the Hindi version has Shah Rukh in it with me, and the Tamil version has Surya in it. Second, this has been shot over 8 countries, live sound. So all my actors spoke all the 3 languages. So one shot is to happen in Hindi, the next in Tamil, and the next in English. Another unique thing about this film is that, you would have seen films on space and rockets where you have seen rocket launches and satellites and space, but you would never have seen a film where they show a rocket engine, how a rocket engine looks, how it sounds. And let me tell you, a rocket engine looks like a piece of diamond jewelry. Every woman will fall in love with it. But don't underestimate it to be a diamond jewelry, because when it starts, the sound that the rocket engine makes is the loudest noise known to man. And you will feel that in the theaters. You will feel a sense of fear without knowing why. The third thing we've done, which is for the very first time, is that we've shown scientists grow from 29 to 79. And in this process, we're the first film to not use prosthetics at all. So whatever mustache, beard, weight, breaking of my jaw and my teeth being changed to look like Dr. Nambi Narayanan, all that you see is real. Now you will ask me, why did you do that? I mean, it's stupidity to have. You could have easily put a white wig instead of having to stay on a chair for 18 hours a day to bleach your hair white. But I've done that. The reason being, everything we have shown in this film is absolutely true. And I didn't want the viewers at any given point of time to be distracted by a false wig or a teeth or a padding that looks like people have used as an aid to tell a story, because I wanted that to be as real as the story, so that we don't take away from the fact that there is accurate depiction of Dr. Nambi Narayan's life in this film.
So the last one, what is your message before the release to the Indian Australians who are living in Australia, New Zealand, or South Asia, Pacific? What do you say to them when they go to the theater? What are we expecting? And when I'm walking out of the theater, I haven't seen the movie, but when I'm walking out of the theater, what will be the feeling?
Let me ask you a last question. I think the feeling you'll have is, why are we like this? You'll feel pride. You'll also feel a little bit of sadness, but you'll definitely be moved. And I hope that I managed to achieve that. Secondly, not just for Indians in Australia and Fiji and other places, or New Zealand. I think Indians all over the world, you'll feel a sense of great pride. You will know that we in India are not to be taken lightly. You know, we might have been land of fakir, like they used to call us earlier, but we are anything but that. We are a fantastic mix of ancient wisdom and technology and modern science. And that is going to make you stand at equal footing with any other person around the world with respect. I think our humility is one of our biggest strengths. And the third and the most important thing, Jay, is space is a reality. It's going to happen within yours and our lifetimes. We'll have to travel. Interstellar travel and interplanetary travel is a reality. We'll have to mine asteroids, and we'll have to land on the moon, and we'll have to colonize Mars. And on that front, with the help of our ancient technology, which is shown very well, you know, including the Indian Almanac, we managed to achieve unbelievable feats that the world does not know. We will come to know about that. And I think I want scientists from around the world, technicians, not just the Indian scientists coming back and working for India, but I want foreign scientists also to think that this is a great place for interstellar travel, and make that into a reality by coming to India and working, so that we become one of the foremost portals to space in the years to come.
Thank you so much, Madhavan, talking to us, and looking forward to watch your movie. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.